What's the craziest thing you witnessed as a kid, but didn't realize until you were older? When I turned 8, my birthday party was supposed to be on Saturday. I'd been counting down for weeks. Friday night, my mom came into my room and said the clown canceled because he got sick, so we had to move the party to Sunday instead. I was upset at first, but Saturday morning, something weird happened. All my relatives showed up anyway, like everyone. Aunts, uncles, cousins, even my grandparents who lived 4 hours away. My mom said since they drove all this way, we should still celebrate. So we did. We had 2 cakes. Everyone brought extra presents. They played every game I wanted. My uncle did magic tricks, even though he's not a magician. My aunt face painted everyone even though she's terrible at art. But here's what I remember now that I didn't understand then. My aunt Linda, who never cried at anything, painted a butterfly on my cheek and her hands were shaking. She told me I was growing up so beautiful, and her voice cracked. I just thought she was being dramatic. My grandpa, who was always this tough, quiet guy, held me on his lap for almost an hour. He kept stroking my hair and saying, "You're a good kid, you know that?" over and over. I squirmed because I wanted to play, but he wouldn't let go. He just held me tighter. My uncle brought me this expensive art set, way more than he'd normally spend. He knelt down and said, "I want you to create beautiful things, okay? Promise me." I promised, confused why he seemed so serious. My dad barely spoke the whole day. He just stood in the corner, watching everything. Every time I looked at him, he'd force this huge smile, but the second I turned away, his face would collapse. My mom kept touching his shoulder, whispering things I couldn't hear, and the photos. My mom took so many photos that day. Every single moment. Me blowing out candles, me opening presents, me with each relative. She was almost frantic about it. "One more, sweetie, one more," she kept saying. At one point, my dad gently took the camera from her hands because she was crying while taking pictures. The weirdest part was when everyone sang happy birthday. Normally it's fast and slightly off key, but that day, they sang it so slowly, so deliberately. My Uncle Jeff's voice completely broke halfway through. He had to stop singing. My cousin Susan, who was 16, ran out of the room. I thought maybe she was sick. When it was time for everyone to leave, the goodbyes took forever. Everyone hugged me like they weren't going to see me again. My grandma held my face in both her hands and just stared at me. "You're so loved," she whispered. "Don't ever forget how loved you are." Looking back, everyone seemed off. The adults kept disappearing to the kitchen. My dad's eyes were red. My mom kept hugging people for way too long. But to me, it was the best day ever. I got double celebrated. Sunday came and we had the real party with my friends. The clown showed up. Everything went perfect. I thought I was the luckiest kid alive with 2 birthday parties. I didn't think about that Saturday for years. It just became this happy memory of the time my family surprised me with an extra party. I was 17 when my mom finally told me the truth. We were sitting in the car after my Uncle Mark's memorial service, the 9-year anniversary of his death. I'd never met him, or so I thought. I asked why we never talked about him. That's when she broke down. There was no sick clown. My Uncle Mark, my dad's younger brother, died Friday night in a car accident. The whole family was supposed to gather Saturday for emergency planning. She told me she got the call at 2 a.m. My dad collapsed on the kitchen floor. They'd been best friends, not just brothers. Everyone was calling, making arrangements to come over first thing Saturday morning to be together. Then my mom looked at my dad and said, "What about her birthday?" And my dad just shook his head, broken, and said, "Cancel it." But my mom refused to cancel my party. She told everyone they could grieve Sunday, but Saturday belonged to me. So they came, they smiled, they celebrated, they gave me the childhood moment I deserved while carrying the worst pain of their lives. My mom said it was the hardest thing she ever asked people to do, but everyone showed up. Because that's what love does. It shows up even when showing up feels impossible. That's when I understood what real love looks like.